No, I can't do it. Okay, go ahead. Nope. Okay. Hola.
Hola a todos nuestros amigos de Latinoamérica Horns. Acá estoy en Naples, Florida, en representación de todo mi equipo de trabajo de Latinoamérica Horns. Y es un gran placer estar acá, nada más y nada menos con el maestro Jeff Nelsen. Thank you, Jeff, for accepting my invitation.
Thanks
I
for
know that
asking.
you are really busy right now, but thanks for your time, and it's a huge honor to me.
My pleasure too. Yeah.
Well, this is like a flash interview.
Okay.
Just because we are here, I know you have
6, Canada, quarter notes, hand position.
Oh my God.
Done. That's all we need. The fast version.
Okay. Well, Jeff, I still remember the last time when you joined us in the virtual meeting, sharing your thoughts. It was so good to hear about your fearless performance score. It was interesting the way you watch in detail all the process, the internal and external process in a musician while it's performing. And that is an awesome skill as educator. So the time when you talk about the how, the what, and the why, also with the training in thirds, are clear way to show us an easy way to get the success. So thank you for that contribution. I know that many people as we can touch of this. Okay, so let's start with the first question. Thinking about how, what, and why. As the question is, how was that first experience playing with the Canadian? What did you play, and why did you decide to be with them? What was that motivation?
Yeah, again, thank you for having me. And all the processes come from, oh, you didn't ask that yet, sorry. All of my performance fears, so I've had to figure all these things out, and it's many times not easy, but it tried to make it more simple, at least, so it becomes easier. I joined in 2000, and the first concert was in Dallas, actually,
Nice.
at the Meyerhoff. Is that the Meyerhoff, the concert hall there? And it was amazing. It was extremely scary because I had been playing fourth horn for 5 years, and then I had just won a principal job in Vancouver, and then instead Canadian brass was available as an option for me, and it was the easiest question to answer. It was, of course, yes, I will.
It was so super exciting.
Yeah, as a dream, I think. Yeah, and being Canadian as well. I don't know if that had anything to do. I'm sure Canadian brass is known whether you're in Canada or not. But yeah, I had to go from sitting fourth horn to standing in front of Canadian brass playing Summertime or whatever.
Almost like naked.
Yeah, and I don't know, 2,000 people in the audience. Yeah, it was a lot of good fear.
Did you remember what was the program? What did you play in it?
No. I mean, we started with, what did we start with? Just a closer walk. And then, I mean, I don't remember from where being there, but I think it was Frescobaldi, Toccata, and some of the Four Seasons, Vivaldi. And then it went into, I know I remember doing all these things. Actually, it is coming back to me. Gershwin. So there's a big Summertime horn feature in that, and I had to move my music stand all around while everyone else had to. I think I had 2 weeks or a week of rehearsals before going out, and we went Dallas, then a concert with the Spokane Washington Symphony, and then like 21 nights in Germany, a one-nighter every night.
Oh my God.
The third night we were in Krefeld in front of German brass all along the front row, and I was like, yeah. So I had to just dive in, and I remember in that concert we did one encore, 2 encores, and then we're back there and they're still going, asking for more encores, and Gene Watts, trombone, said, let's do Barbara's Adagio, and there's lots of horn in that, and that was the first time I went No, like my lips were on my teeth,
Why?
and
Why?
like never say no. But I was like, and they were already running back on stage, and we did it, and I got through it. I survived, and afterwards, I'm like, okay, Gene, I'll never say no. You're right. I think so less of myself that I thought I couldn't do it. So it was a real push to see if I could do it, and or just have to do it. No choice. Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Along all these 21 years, which one have been the biggest challenge playing with them?
Whew. Probably my first, just for figuring out where I was and how to play the show. But I was single at the time also, so I didn't have a wife and kids and 20 students at IU. So this year is also the hardest. I'm having some things with my playing as well that I'm figuring out, a little shake and my arm. But I also stopped practicing for 6 months for COVID. So when I came back, things were more different. So that's what's keeping me calm and practicing a lot more than I was. But I just have to figure out the body and my brain the way it is now, and it's going well. I'm playing well now. I have to play more each day, but
So do you consider that the last year have been the hardest?
I think so. The most full for sure, and the most just having to figure out, okay, what 3 things can I do right now out of the thousands of things I'm not getting to. But I'm 52. I'm also learning I'm not going to get to everything on my to-do list. So I'm a little calmer about what I don't get done each day. But now it's finding time to be healthy and doing some exercise and losing my COVID weight, my new pounds. But
about the memorization process, I know that you just talked something about it in a horn hangout with our dear friend Sarah Willis. Remember? In the horn hangout. But I would like to have something about the memorization process. Specifically, how long did you take to feel comfortable with this process? Because I know that if you were all the time playing with the orchestra, just reading the paper or even doing the sight reading, is really different. The process to make the memorization at the beginning is natural to feel like it's hard, but then you want to be more easy. So how long did you take in that process?
Yeah. Memorization is still really hard for me,
With your face.
Yeah. Because it's so. And this year, I don't think we're doing any new tunes for our Christmas tour. But there's 7 things that are new to Noviembre to have memorized that hasn't been on the show either since last year. So these ones, in theory, I already have memorized, and I'm still working hours and hours. I don't know if it's getting any easier. Maybe because my brain is getting older. I don't know. But I'm surprised at it taking this long for me to do it. But I'd sit with a recorder. I record things into my phone, and there I have the TE Tuner or Any Tune are these 2 apps, and you can loop. You can make 8 bars play over and over and over again. So that's the best way I do it. But I realized the other day, Achilles and Caleb haven't used. I don't know. They're in my mind they're amazing at memorizing. I don't know if it's any easier for them, but I also have big difficulties playing by ear. I would say I can't play by ear, and I think that affects it as well, because I can sing my part. I know my part as far as singing it. I couldn't sing it well as far as nice voice, but having the right buttons down, it's just. So I talked to Caleb about what he does with his students to have them learn to play by ear, play a simple melody in all the keys. So I've started doing that, and just doing. Yeah, definitely what you said about playing an orchestra playing what's on the
You have
page.
to be following the instructions all the time.
Yeah, I mean, I play by ear because I play French horn, so we have to have good enough ears to do that. But these melodies, plus it's the French horn charts have much less melodies in them. It's a lot of harmony and crazy, you know. Yeah. I'm upset at Caleb for many reasons because he can play by ear, but also it's his arrangement that's the hardest one for me right now. It does all these little different things, but they're amazing arrangements, so it's worth it. It's just time. Yeah, it's time. I'm starting earlier and earlier before the concert comes. Now I start weeks before.
Yeah, just to feel more confident.
Yeah, but I think throughout I was never fully memorized where I felt, I guess I am about some pieces. We added the Mozart Rondo, and that I'm fully memorized, and I'm calm about my memorization. I'm not so calm about the playing part, but I think I'm a pretty nervous performer still, even with all my Fearless performance stuff. But the Fearless, it's, either the Fearless performance doesn't work, or I would be even more nervous without the Fearless performance stuff. Yeah, but I'm spending more time than ever. And now I'm out on the road for weeks and weeks, so the time that I spend with my family and students and everything, I'm putting I get to put it toward health and memorization and things and balance, and then FaceTiming with my kids as much as I can.
Basically, the next question is about that. How did you achieve to organize your busy schedule, playing, teaching, being a father, a husband? It's complicated. Do you have assistant for that too?
I do. Well, I mean, I'm just,
a fearless performance in your life.
Yeah, absolutely. Scheduling is huge for sanity, for peace of mind, and I make a lot of lists and checklists, and for audition preparation, there's a big system for how to have all the excerpts and play. Anyway, ways of just keeping track of things so I get it off my mind. Because if I forget a ton, I count on myself forgetting, so I write it down and put post-it notes everywhere, because when I remember something I've forgotten, it's a bad emotional hit. It's like, but then the next hit of like, okay, what else have I forgotten is way worse. So anyway, with lessons, I've been at IU now for 15 years, and which is wild, went by. So, but even 15 years ago, I would put the whole semester worth of lessons up on Google Calendar. I wasn't with the brass my first 2 years at IU, and then I rejoined my second time and had to figure out, okay, there's a concert, okay, and then I'll put lessons here, and then there's a concert, every other weekend or so. So my students still get lessons every week, but it's,
Thank God we have all these digital platform and tools to make the organization. Time is a lot.
And then with my wife, it's a lot of clarity, a lot of, does this work if I practice here, and then we, send dinner together at 6 o'clock every night, and family time, and then tell the boys, put the boys to sleep. I sleep with them every night every night for at least the last 8 years since our 11-year-old could talk. It was every night. He says, "Daddy, can you sleep with me?" And I was like, "No." "Just a little bit?" "No." "Just a little bit, please?" "Okay." Every night. Now they're both boys. So we keep enough of that in the system. I think it's never enough, but
that's nice.
But again, it comes down to good fears, I think, that get me to practice. But I'm usually practicing at 11 o'clock as well, doing my last session. Then,
But what do you prefer, playing or teaching?
Ooh. Yikes. That's a tough question. I have no preference, I guess, or I have, incredibly huge preference for both. I love both. They're so different. They're so different. The performing is all about sharing music and sharing stories and connection and everything, and challenges of that. And then teaching is all about sharing helping them learn to learn. That's my passion for it, and not about the horn. I mean, I'm there to teach the horn, but it's about how to teach them to go take their horn into the room and be alone for 95% of their time. Anyway.
So you cannot do a performance for
No, I don't. I mean, I think for another. No, I don't think so. I think in my life I've come to at least. I would probably stop playing before I would stop teaching, just because of physical realities. And I had a big scare when I came back to playing last Christmas. It was like, wow, what is going on with my playing? So I was like, maybe I'm done, you know. But that got me into playing a lot more every day, and I think I've figured it out enough to keep going a little bit longer. But yeah, teaching is just awesome. So, yeah.
Do you have an idea how many people have taken your musician program, your fearless performance course?
We did the numbers the other day. It was like 67,300,000, I think, or maybe 200 million. I can't. We lose count.
Really?
Or maybe it was 2 people. I can't remember.
Oh no.
No, I don't know. I mean, I've done.
Because it's for every musician.
Right.
And this is not.
Yeah, and I coach TED talkers and athletes and business people too on how to do in the business world, it's an elevator pitch, you know, about being able to perform in a board meeting or teachers. I have a student that came to me first because she got a big promotion and they were going to be in front of higher executives and things, and as a horn player, but she had seen the fearless performance stuff, so we did and still do lessons half on how's the work going in the office and the executive meetings and things, and then the horn meetings, and overlapping the fearless performance into both.
That's interesting.
Yeah.
Musicians can teach this course.
Right.
Musician, but
performance is performance.
Nice.
Yeah, the prep, and then what you do to yourself when you walk.
For sure has been a lot of people.
Yeah, I think I've been doing the seminar since I got to IU. So every year, a seminar of them. I think, I don't know, lots, I think, yeah, at all levels, too. I did a thing in Buffalo, New York, for about 100 Suzuki Strings kids, and that was really, it helped them to get through why they're doing it, and
Nice. Have you felt the collective fear in a performance?
Have I felt what?
The collective fear while you are playing with a group, an ensemble.
Collective fear is in everybody's?
Yeah, at the same time for something that just happened and everything is tense.
I mean, as musicians, we experience that a lot when something goes a little bit left, you know. Yeah. And I would maybe say if it's something that happens in concert, at the Canadian brass level, it's way more about leaning in and like solving right away. So at that point, there's less time for fear, but it's fear inspired. But at the highest levels of how quick solutions need to come, and it's not about blame, or like it just becomes this. Okay, find the beat, find the beat.
Of adrenaline.
Yeah, and someone has to give. Okay,
that's amazing, right?
Get together. Yeah.
You're playing, so sometimes everybody's like to connect.
Yeah. With the concert we're doing today, the double quintet, it's a lot of new music for both of our. We only had 2 rehearsals, so there's going to be a lot of awareness when we're playing, and a lot of clarity. It's awesome.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice. Do you say that you have right now like 20 students in the university?
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. But it's great. I'm just there from 9 till 4, 5 days a week, and scheduled practice time in between. Every third hour is practice time, which I've never really had scheduled practice time as well. So I have a business partner, Dr. Katie Webb, who is just been helping me with all of the scheduling, and she is a master at music cognition as well. I was trying to remember what it was called, music cognition. So the way her brain works is very different from mine. So we're a great partnership on all those things and more. And she's a horn player as well, and awesome. horn player as well, and so we just talk about all that process together, and the questions she asks helps me figure out what I need.
She's helping all the time.
Yeah, it's really great
So
as well.
Any Latin American student?
Not right now.
Not right now, but in the past?
Not that are from there, I don't think. Not that are full-time. IU is so expensive. I don't get a lot of non-American students. Yeah, I think I've only had a couple. To say don't come to IU and that at all. Yeah, I mean IU is very cheap compared to other schools. Well, sorry, I just showed my Canadian school. Not to say to go to Canada instead of America. Shoot. Yeah, we've tried a few times when I was down in Latin America to have some people come up, and then it's just there's so much. And I don't know with the government visas.
Outside the university.
Right.
Have you been teaching a Latin American student or no?
Not full time. No. Yeah. Please. I'd be happy to. Yeah, we do now, especially after COVID. Teaching a whole year online. I have quite a few full-time online students, and it's really great. I think you can do 80% of what you do in a live lesson. You can do 80% of it online, but that 80% you could work on for years. Rhythm and how to learn again, how to practice. And maybe 85% of all that is just as valuable online. Because you're not comparing an online lesson to a live lesson. You would, except for this weird COVID time, you would never do an online lesson when you could do a live lesson, right? If you're in the same town, you do a live lesson. So we're only comparing online lessons to no lesson, right? So that's, in that way, the online lesson is very valuable. No travel time.
Exactly.
I've always liked doing those lessons.
Well, this is just the last part. I would like to hear a final message for our Latin American friends. Yeah.
Sure. Final message is the first message. Hopefully, I get to be much more involved with you and get to share my lessons and share with you what you're learning and going through. Make your horn playing and every moment, at least of your horn playing, be about story and about what this note means. Is it, the tension and release of music? It's the only reason we're doing it is to share that with other people, help them take their minds off their day and their troubles. We wouldn't go see a movie with just all happiness and joy and people smiling for 2 hours. There's the tension and release, and you have to find that in your routine as well. In C major scale, 1 octave ascending, there's tension and release. So if we just try to do that all the time, then we don't have to make more music in concert and make the concert matter more. We just make it all count toward giving things greater than the sounds out our horn or our own egos, but we make it about sharing and connecting with other people. Yeah, and you can do this. I grew up on a pig farm, 8 people in my town, northern Canada, and I'm doing this. It's crazy. It doesn't matter who you are, where you are, it's just how much you want it. So yeah, go for it. And please contact me anytime. Thank you.
It's been a great pleasure to me. I know that many people in Latin America is a big fan of you too, so they are going to be so happy to see you. I'm going to thanks to my supportive team, Israel Oliveira, Nadavi Thomas, Cesar Ahumada, Jorge Montoya, Gleicy Viana, Eric De Leon, y Cristian Peña. They are all the time working with us. I know that this is a job that you don't have a pay in money, but a pay in joyful, because you know that you are doing something for the people. Our communities, our society in Latin America needs more of this. More education, more
Thank
arts,
you, thank you,
more
thank
horror.
you.
Okay,
Yeah, yeah,
so
I'm happy to contribute anytime, please.
thanks so much.
Thanks for including me. Yeah,
Well,
great. Thank you, thank you. Thanks for this. Yeah.
we are ready. Bye.
Bye.